Why is it that you start to manifest things so quickly after you go through an awakening journey and truly step into wholeness? Now, in this video, I really wanted to cover the process that you go through so that this actually starts happening to you and you become so magnetic to your heart's truest and deepest desires, but also to ensure that you're doing this with the right intent as you step into wholeness. Now, when you are operating in the 3D reality prior to your healing and awakening journey, you are typically going from a place of separation. You are trying to manifest desires from a place of separation, which means you're operating in the lower states of consciousness, typically divided by, conflicting beliefs, having a lot of fear, whether things are going to come in or happen for you or not. Are they going to happen in time? They have all these constructs and limitations around what you are trying to manifest, and therefore, if you truly want something, you may still get it, but it takes a very long time to bring that in. Now, when you step onto the awakening journey, whether you want to or not, you are forced to heal. Whether you're going through a typical awakening journey, spontaneous awakening journey, or a Kundalini awakening journey, this will always look the same for you because you are required to heal. Now, when you start to heal, you are going from a process of separation into wholeness, and therefore shifting your vibrational frequency from those lower states of consciousness to that higher state of consciousness, getting closer to source energy. And so your manifestation ends up speeding up because what you now, in the 3D reality, you have a lot more denser frequencies, such as the fear, such as, the unhealed wounds, those limiting beliefs. And therefore, to bring something from the ether to the 3D consciousness takes a long time because there is that lag of bringing it down. Now, when you start to rise higher, your state of awareness starts to go, higher, you are able to automatically become a magnet for your desires. You think thoughts and they appear. You have clear intentions and they show up. Now, as you start to operate, becoming more of your authentic self, your energy field becomes a lot more coherent. That is, your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, they all start to align and they're coming from a place of truth versus separation. And therefore, anything you think of starts to show up into your reality much, much quicker. And you have to really start to think about what it is I am thinking about because I can bring that into my reality much quicker. Do I really want what I am thinking about? Am I thinking from a clear place? Is my intention clear? Those are the kinds of things that you start to become aware of as you step into that, knowing that you are now a magnet for whatever you are thinking. Stepping into wholeness means you are operating at the level of the 5D consciousness, and therefore, whatever you think about, you bring about. And you have to become very clear with your intentions because knowing that power that you have, you'll be able to draw it in much, much quicker. Now, the one thing you must be careful of as you step into this higher state of creation is that knowing the power that your words hold, your words and thoughts actually become spells, you really want to still stay in a place of integrity and practice discernment. Now, if you just take a look at your healing journey, there is a lot that you've had to let go of that was holding you down, that was really adding to those denser frequencies that were not really allowing you to elevate yourself and reach those higher states of consciousness, but you had to let everything go that was not serving your new and greater purpose and your higher self. And so as you now have stepped into this, place of self-mastery, even if you're not there, you will get there eventually on this journey. You have to still remember to practice that sacred responsibility that you have. Now, if you take a look at how many people that actually become enlightened, just take a look at, one change you'll see in them is that they speak less. They are not very giving with what they're thinking about because they become very conscious of that new sense of self and that power that they hold. And therefore, unless they are truly saying something with purity of heart, with good intention, they typically keep their words to themselves. And so this might be a huge shift for you as you come into this new place of, drawing in that magnetism. You will want to practice that discernment, practice that purity of heart towards others, and really make sure that you are being careful with your thoughts and the words, and that's those spells that you really use as you move along on your journey. Now, this is truly for those that have gone through the Kundalini awakening. If you are on a Kundalini awakening journey, this process is amplified for you even more. Now, anybody that's going through an awakening journey is going to see that they're able to manifest things much quicker. However, those that go through a Kundalini awakening have literally been purified from the inside out, and they are supercharged with, magnetism as they reach the crown chakra. So this is something that's going to be even more amplified for you. So everything I've just said applies to you, even more demanding an even greater sense of responsibility as you move forward on your journey. Now, just remember that you were never meant to chase that which you desire, but really just become a vibrational match to that which you want. And as above, so below, it ends up appearing into your reality. Now, with that being said, you just have to practice discernment, make sure that you have the right intention and integrity behind your thoughts, and you will become that master of your reality that ends up attracting in all that it is that you want. As you step into wholeness, you are going to end up collapsing time and form, and every thought is going to ripple through to really mirror back to you that which you are wanting. And so your reality will forever be changed as you step into those higher states of consciousness. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.